Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's KGibbs F1 here, and welcome to the FXRL Game Week 9 Season 2 Roundup, where of course we look at everybody's games across this game week and deduce the big talking points. And the biggest talking point of course this week is the ongoing scrap between Angulation Sensations and Luck as they battle for championship glory and championship supremacy. And Luck, who've led the championship from pretty much day one, started the week in very good fashion indeed. A 6-2 victory against Disconnected United. Goals evenly spread between Azar, who picked up 3, Wes, who picked up 3 as well. Fred came up with 2 saves with Disconnected, but it wasn't enough to repel the might of Luck, who took an early victory. However, the big match of the week then followed. It was Angulation Sensations who basically faced off against Luck in a match that could essentially decide the outcome of the championship. A must-win game for both teams, and well, it was Angulation Sensations who took out what was a crucial victory for them. Nathan Avey with 2 goals, the only 2 goals of the game, as Azar pulled out 3 saves to repel Angulation Sensations as best he could, but they just had a little bit too much in the locker for Luck on this occasion. And as you can see from the scoreline, it was a very, very cagey game, a tight affair, but Angulation came out on top, and that would pay dividends, as you'll see later on, with regards to the points table at the end of the week. Matt Kev were next to face Angulation Sensations. I knew I'd trip over it at some point in the series, and there we go. In what was a Game Week 8 fixture that was of course being played this week. It was a 6-0 defeat for Matt Kev on this one. 3 goals from the Rift, 3 from Nathan Avey on this one. So goals evenly spread between those two as they continue to vie for the Golden Wheel Award at the end of the season. Azar continues to lead that at the end of this game week, but with good contributions from the Rift and Avey once again, it is hotting up in that particular fight as well. Moving on then to Massive Horse, who faced off against the Red Devils in what was another Game Week 8 fixture, and the Red Devils took an uncharacteristic defeat on this one, really, in the form of a 4-0 crushing victory for Massive Horse. The Albion pulled out 2 goals in this one, along with 2 saves to match as well. Insignia with a save as well, and Red Devils just could not find form this week in general, but in this game in particular. Drastic Midget and Drastic Devil just not really working well as a team just at the moment, and they'll certainly look to improve their form in the coming weeks and the coming games. They did of course play the Icemen this week, and regardless of their poor form, still pulled out a victory. So it was a 6-1 victory for the Red Devils. Not as many goals as they were hoping for, to be fair, against the Icemen. Proto Budgie pulled out a couple of saves. K Gibbs as well pulled out a save. So the Icemen really did limit the damage on scoreline, and to be fair, it was probably one of their best performances to date as a team, with Budgie and Gibbs really performing well in this particular match, despite what the scoreline would suggest. Drastic Devil, though, the MVP here with 4 goals from 4 shots. A great conversion from him then. So even if Drastic Devil and Midget aren't exactly playing well as a team at the moment, at least individually, they're still putting the goals into the back of the net, at least against the Icemen. Speaking of the Icemen, they also faced off against Matt Kev this week. It was a 5-2 victory for Matt Kev in this one. Dan Mack scoring 4 goals, picking up a save as well, and while those stats would seem impressive on their own, when you consider that Dan Mack actually missed almost the first 2 minutes of the game just due to lag, he was just basically sitting on the goal line because he couldn't really do a lot else. It does highlight just how good a game he had in what was the final 3 minutes. So moving on then to the big story, another big storyline of the week in fact, as the monstrous cushion TMC left FXRL, signalling all opponents to win by forfeit in their remaining games. And what this meant as far as winners and losers were concerned is that Matt Kev picked up 2 victories. The Icemen picked up 2 victories as well, which was their first wins of the season. They'll take whatever they can get on that one. So 2 wins for the Icemen to go on the board. And Angulation Sensations, crucially as well, picking up a win by forfeit against TMC. And that is pivotal because as far as the championship standings go at the end of proceedings in Game Week 9, Angulation Sensations have taken the lead. Despite having 2 games in hand over Luck, they are now sitting on 36 points compared to Luck's 32, and obviously a 4-point margin there. So the win by forfeit against the monstrous cushion allowed them to extend a bit of an advantage, but with their victory over Luck this week, they had already claimed top spot. So we have a new points leader in Season 2, and will they be overtaken? It's going to take an absolutely mighty effort for Luck to catch him up, or even a Massive Horse for that matter, but it does look like it's a 2-horse race in all fairness. Massive Horse sitting on 27 points in third. The Red Devils, having dropped out of form of late, are now sitting on 22 points, and Disconnected United chomping at the bit to pass the Red Devils on 21 points, just 1 point adrift of those in P4 at the moment. Moving on to the bottom half now, Central Element played 13 on 21 points as well. They're joint with Disconnected United, but Disconnected have a game in hand over Luke and Maestro. Luke and Maestro not really performing quite as they would have hoped this season, would have maybe hoped to be a little bit higher up in the standings as we enter the closing stages of proceedings. Matkev played 12, 17 points for them. Team Estonia, 10 points. The Icemen, who finally put some points on the board, they're not bottom anymore because the Monstrous Cushion have taken a bottom spot, and the Icemen sit on 6 points, but with their minus 70 goal difference, that really tells their story of this season. Moving on now to the Golden Wheel Award, and as we head into the closing stages, it's 70 shots, it's 42 goals, it's Azar who leads the way as far as the Golden Wheel Award goes. The Rift and Nathan Navy, both Angulation Sensations players, right on his heels on that one. 30 and 29 goals apiece for those two. And will they be able to catch Azar? Well, you wouldn't bet against it given the form that they've shown of late. Luke, Central Element, sitting on 28 goals so far, so he's not far off despite the Central Element not being maybe quite as high up the table as they would have hoped for. Wes also for Luck, Azar's teammate of course, on 26. You got Melanie and Fred, both of Disconnected United, on 22 goals and 21 goals respectively. So that has been Game Week 9, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a big game week in the context of FXRL Season 2, as Angulation Sensations are our new points leaders. Please leave your thoughts on this particular game week in the comment section below, and who do you think will win the championship from here? Will it be Angulation Sensations, or will it be Luck, who mount a surprise comeback and shock the FXRL community by taking a championship victory? Thank you ever so much for watching. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and until next time, we shall see you very soon. Goodbye.